should be around here.
Found the signal receiver. Or at least what's left of it.
Okay, one component left. By the way, I found some evidence of the Pentagon putting pressure on the BSAA. It appears the North American branch has been moving independently.
Heard they had an internal dispute. Think it's related?
That's all I've got. There's been an increase in government surveillance. Looks like my fan base is growing.
Some things never change. Watch your back. I'll contact you again soon. Right, I can use that. Oh, fuck.
Okay. Remember last time I fell off this shit on accident? The guy just like jumped off like an idiot. It's like, ooh.
Okay, let's find those detonator parts. Picked up the relay.
Great job. Now to get through that gate.
This shit costs so much to get up.
Yeah, just gotta figure out how to get down from here first.
Yeah, there's been a couple of story things talking about Elon's wedding ring, ring. Yeah, his wedding ring was evidently on him or something like that. I don't know. And they said that he was married. Yeah, they said that he was getting married to Sherry and shit. I don't know if he's actually married, but. But yeah, I was playing some Killing Floor 3. It's pretty fun. They did updating that. The update was pretty good. Ha! Bye bye. That was funny. Yeah, I like the stopping power of this shotgun knocks him back. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, bro. Like, I ran past you, you're a zombie. You do not move that fast, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. You cheating ass motherfucker, bro. I hate that shit. Zombie carrying fucking like 200, like 100 and something pounds worth of concrete. Swings around like it's going out of style. I might just put the normal charm on there. You're like using the shotgun. No point putting that on there. Just a damage on there. It's fun shooting zombies though. Everyone says Grace part is probably the best part, which I can agree to some extent. It's pretty scary. But this part makes me want to play Resident Evil 4 again.
Now for the other side.
Yeah, Resident Evil 4 was rather fucking fun. Shooting shit, blowing shit up. Okay, thank you. Ow, you fuck. Dude, let me get up, bitch. Leon is chainsaw, guys. Fuck you. Okay. I'd say everyone likes Raccoon
This
City.
thing still works.
I think Raccoon City is probably clearly one of the better parts. But obviously, I like the mansion. Ark was okay. I don't think the last part of it was. I mean, the story of it was good. Like you play with Leon, man. Like he's getting sick. He's on the verge of dying and shit.
Now what? Take the next one.
No.
This is my lucky day.
Okay. Gonna go through one of the better cutscenes. Well, not cutscenes.
That took longer than planned. Luckily, I found a bike. Should make up for lost time.
Great. You'll need it. It's 15 miles to the...
All right, should make it there in no time.
Good to hear. How are the roads? Leon?
Just a few potholes. This day just keeps getting better and better. More training.
Go, Leon, go!
So much for the direct route.
I love how he has unlimited rocket ammo. That cheap bastard. Go, Leon!
Seriously.
This iconic
I
part.
don't give up that easy.
Let's go, Leon! Go, 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 go! I don't give up that easy. Woo! Pada, 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 pada. Such an epic scene. Yeah, drop my balls off.
I've had enough of you! I know the feeling! Come on!
He's like, ah! His bum up.
You should be close to the coordinates.
I know Leon looks so shaggy.
Looks like it.
Supposedly they're trying to bring in they might bring in Ada.
I'll take a look around then.
That nostalgic Resident Evil 2. See, there's a tanker that blows up. Dang, I don't know where cop cars at. I mean, this whole entire place got obliterated. There it is. There's your cop car. There's your old cop car. Well, that's the one you drive. Damn. Seats got melted out of. You can barely tell it's a cop car. The tanker's all rusted and shit. Dude. This whole entire place is fucked. Wait a minute, listen to this music. It almost sounds like the Sephiroth music on the boat when you're figuring out that Sephiroth like flies through the fucking boat on Final Fantasy VII, the original one. Oh no, this is fucking Midgar. This is the last part of Midgar before you leave. This is the haunting music. Damn, nostalgic as fuck. Yeah, most buildings are attacked, but
Can't believe it's still standing.
yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are playing Resident Evil 2 now again just because of this. Because this is such an iconic game that it's going to bring back... Well, first thing first, more and more people are going to play this game. They're all going to go back and want to dip buy Resident Evil 2 and 3. They're going to buy Resident Evil 2 and 3 just for the story. Capcom did a really good job with this. This is very iconic. Even like the very original one, that they're going to play the original one again too. Damn. They're about to buy all the Resident Evils just because of this one.
It's been a while since you've been back there.
Damn, Sherry looked young as fuck.
Yeah.
Damn.
Looks like the BSAA set up HQ here.
Abandoned?
Not sure.
Grace is probably...
At RPD?
Yeah, exactly. Someone's been expecting us. Got a lock on our location. Headed there now.
Copy that.
Yeah, Capcom knew when they remade 2, 3, and 4, basically 4 and 2, they damn well knew that they had something good. Fuck these Johns. Whew. Nope. 2 was great.
Rest easy, officer.
Fucking demolish that dude. I don't know how the fuck that dude's still walking around. That makes no sense to me. Cause I killed everything in this place. It's just a random zombie. He's like, hey, it's popped up out of nowhere. I definitely find that kind of funny. Yeah. I've been hearing people speedrun the shit out of this game. They've been doing it in like... One guy said he did it in like an hour and 50 minutes. Like, what a... I mean, I get it, but like... Doing all the stuff and that, gathering everything, looking at everything, reading everything. For most people, this game's about 11 hours long, give or take. Because there's some parts, you know, you gotta take your time sneaking through, and if you don't know what to do, you'll get lost for a couple hours.
You need to understand.
Covert military units from every country on Earth come to Raccoon City for one purpose. To find Elpis.
What is Elpis?
The power to upset the military balance of the world. The last virus, created by Spencer. Designed to control human consciousness.
Mind control?
They couldn't let it be stolen. So they launched the missile strike to hide it.
To hide a virus? Why do something so extreme?
Extreme? Is it? When the president tried to investigate, they had him assassinated. And you are the key to retrieving Elpis.
Emily.
In a way. But not the girl you met. So many attempts. So many failures. Such a waste.
What do you mean?
Copies. Crafted to duplicate you. All useless. All scrapped. They each have their own sad story.
This is probably the most boring part. I mean, this is kind of freaky, but yeah.
Oh my God, we need to do something. I called security, but nobody answered. They are out of control.
Doctor, we can't contain them.
Sedate them now! Are you kidding me? Get out of my way!
Hey, are you awake?
Yeah, I'm a little confused because
Where'd
like
everybody go?
I'm trying to understand, like, if all these kids were all fucked up and they're murdering people, why didn't they kill her in her sleep? Why? Because they identify with her, but they're all fucked up. And why ain't just she fucked up?
Stay away. Stay away! Get back! Don't come any closer!
I know you let little kids kill you, but okay.
What was that?
Little kids, man. It don't even matter. They're little kids. And they don't have super strength and shit. They're just kids that, well, they can't die, but... Yeah, this part's just a little tight, consuming annoying. What's today? Friday? I'm trying to remember, did I eat anything today? I don't think I did. Oh yeah, we had this one teacher. There's been a lot of fucking liberal-based people, especially teachers and that, and nurses, and they're all fucking women. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with these bitches, but they all been coming out trying to be fucking retarded and saying really stupid shit about like hurting conservative-based people. And I'm like, dude, I'm like, number one, it's just politicals. You choose a side because you believe in what they say. The thing of it is, well, they just fucking make up shit as they go. They literally do. Like, they're not the same people that were like 25 years ago, 30 years ago when I was younger. The people are actually like legitimately just like stupid. And these people are all like, oh my god, if we can't win, we just want to hurt the other side. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? You want to hurt other Americans because of belief? I'm like, come on, guys, get the fuck out of here with that shit. So these fucktards are all saying all kinds of stupid ass shit online, and it's really fucking hilarious because they're like fucking retarded, and yeah, I did eat the rest of that stuff. Okay, I did eat today. I had a shit ton of protein already. I was trying to remember fucking yeah. But yeah, so you got all these fucking retards, and they're like, how about you guys just go to work and just live? Like, why do you guys have to say stuff? And like, these people make a good amount of money. Like, they're special ed teachers and that. They make like 50-something thousand. They start off like 40,000 a year to make it 50,000. You can live a comfortable life with 40, 50,000. It's like, you don't need to fucking sit there and make 100,000 a year. Life is not that expensive. You want to say that it is? Well, yeah, because you buy too much shit. I mean, that's just how it is. Yeah, when you're buying a catastrophic amount of crap, of course you're gonna be broke. You just gotta levitate how much you spend. Like, I spend stuff on, like, food and shit. Like, if I had a hard week at work or something like that, like, I'm gonna relax on my days off. Fuck yeah, yeah. You know, like, I'm gonna relax on my days off. Like, I got, you know, a whole bunch of really good food coming in the next, like, 4 days. It's called Clean Kitchen Eats. It's, like, amazingly good food, and it's made really fucking well, and I really dig it. You think he's gonna leave or something? This part's really weird because sometimes they come in here and they're like, I'll go back in here, they're supposed to be gone, but they're not gone. But anyway, so, like, so this teacher, a fucking teacher, you're a servant to the state that you live in. Your job is not to sit there and program kids to believe in your beliefs. They leave it? Okay, they left. Your job is to serve the community because you're being paid through the taxes to serve. And your jobs are not that fucking hard. They're time consuming but rather easy. And you motherfuckers get like, they get like, what, 2 months off? 2 months off. Counting the fucking weekends. So if you count every damn weekend, there's 8. Say there's 8 days you get off a month. Not count summer break, Christmas break, or Thanksgiving break. And yeah, and some days, yeah, you might have to work on your days off and that, but oh my god, give me a fucking break, bro. Sitting at a desk and doing paperwork and shit is a fucking joke. Like, it's not, it's time consuming, but you're in a comfortable spot. You know, you're in a comfortable spot, you're sitting at your desk, You can basically do whatever the fuck you want to do as long as you get your job done. But you're constantly being paid. And you can go to summer school, and you can get paid even more during summer school. It's like, well, you gotta learn a lot. But just like anything else you have to learn. We're not gonna separate it. Like, people always try to separate it. Like, yeah, I gotta learn how to fucking, you know, do fast food shit. I gotta learn how to deal with a full adult customers that act like children. So, yeah, I gotta learn it. And, like, the number one thing I've noticed that people really get upset at is how much money people have compared to other people. People freak out about this shit. I'm like, so what? Who gives a fucking shit? I'm like, there's nothing wrong to say with people having money now. Like, well, you don't do as much work as I do. So blah 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 blah. Like, oh my god. I said, that's what you based it on, is that? I'm like, yeah, you could do that, but and that's what people try to do. Like, 'cause I remember the one day I was sitting there, like, it was during COVID and that, I was making, like, I think it was like $1,000 a week or some bullshit like that. And,
Please
like,
just be a battery.
my brother was getting mad. He says, you make more money than I do. I'm just like, yeah, but, like, I'd rather be fucking working. And, like, I don't do nothing with my money. I don't know what to do with my money. That's why money doesn't matter as much to me. It really doesn't. Like, I have to figure out things to buy because I get fucking bored of just, you know, looking at my paycheck and be like, what am I spending on? People really blow their money, and as soon as they get it, they're like, I want to buy this, I buy this, I buy this, I buy this. They're trying to, like, stock up their materialistic things. I was like, well, I can't take any of this shit with me. I mean, it does make me happy, but at least, like, being healthy will make me more happy than buying a bunch of stupid shit like cars and crap. I'm like, to me, it's stupid. Because our world, our worldly ways of thinking is all about status. People want to be famous and have this status and shit. I'm like, why the fuck do you want to be famous for? So people know me, know my legacy. Who gives a shit? You know, the people that they know are people that invent shit. People that actually do shit in their lives that matter. No one ain't gonna know you just because you made a couple $100,000 in a year. No one gives a fuck. People don't care. They're gonna look at you like, okay, so? Like, there's nothing wrong with having materialistic stuff. There's nothing wrong with having a place to stay. There's nothing wrong with securing your family or securing, you know, your area because you work hard for your luxury. Exactly, you work hard so you get luxury. That's just how it always will work. That's why you get freeloaders. You know, you'll get people that, you know, fuck around their whole entire life, and then they get mad because they don't have money. Like, I used to have money, and you look at that, they were using other people's money. I have to say, rich people get bored of having fucking money. They really do. Because they're so disciplined that it just, like, changes the fact of how they think. But broke motherfuckers are always broke. They're like, I don't know why I'm always broke. Because you don't work hard enough. You're not working 50, 60 hours a week. You want to play before you get all that currency. See, people that work hard get a bunch of currency and then they play. Broke people, people that don't have that kind of mindset, they don't look at it from that perspective. They're like, well, I deserve all this money because I want to play all the damn time. But no, you need to work more. Like, supposedly we had someone quit on us, and they were working with us for, I don't know, maybe like a year or so, give or take. And they quit, and they went to another place, because I guess they were paying more. and they went to an actual harder place. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, like, you just literally just went to a place that literally is you get there's more. Basically, what it is, I work at Taco Bell, and one of the ladies who worked there, that she was, not really productive unless you told her to do stuff. I'm like, well, when you're at work, as soon as you clock in, you're making money. I understand at the beginning, you situate yourself. I take 2 days off at once. I don't really like it. I'd rather have a day off. Like, work 3 days, have a day off. Work 2 days, have a day off. To me, because if I have 2 days off in a row, I'll lose track of what I need to do. When I get back in the work and I gotta like get back into it again. Well, anyway, like, said telling us that she was gonna leave, which I really don't care because she didn't really do much anyway. But it kind of got to that point where I'm just like, okay, so she quit, and one of the reasons why I think she quit because she couldn't get a better position. I'm like, wait a minute, you could just work more hours. You're not working. You're like, if you're only working 20 hours a week on a 40-hour paycheck, that literally means you're barely working 4 hours in 5 days. 4 hours and 4 hours for 5 days is not that much. You literally come into work and you fucking just leave because all you do is go through one like little rush and you're already 2.5 hours in and you're basically just cleaning up and doing stuff like that. Your 4 hours goes by quick as fuck. My 8 hours go by quick. Maybe it's just me in the way I think now as an older person. But like, yeah, I gotta take my headset off for a bit. Yeah, they kind of smush my ears up. But anyway, like, I'm looking at it from like this perspective, and I'm just sitting there like, you're getting mad because you're not getting paid enough, but you're not even working enough. It's like you're barely making. If you do 20, say if you do the bare minimum of 20 hours, you're only getting half of a fucking paycheck. Half of a paycheck is barely like $500. And you're like, well, I can't help pay for anything because I don't make enough money. Well, if you work more, then you have to sit there and deal with that shit. You have to work more. I'm going to say, well, what about this? And I was like, no. What it is, you guys want to have so much fun. They say, have fun while you're young. No. See, the problem with it is you live for a rather long time young. People think that young is like 20 to 25. No, young is like 20 to fucking 45. You got 25 years that you're young. Even in your 50s, you could still be in good shape and still be healthy in that and still have a young mind. People look at age so much differently than they're supposed to. So you're not a full-fledged adult, you're like in your fucking 30s. Depending on what kind of stuff you go through. But even still, it takes a good amount of time for you to regulate stuff. It doesn't just happen. You gotta think every day, if you can learn as fast as you can, you have to start when you're like 10 years old before you even hit puberty. Get that mindset because when you hit puberty, your mind sticks with that because that's when you start to get all your hormones. You start to grow massively quick. And then when you're in high school, you have to be completely fucking disciplined. Like 15, 16, you have to be full-fledged working, strength-wise, discipline-wise. And yeah, maybe in your 20s and that, you can probably get wealthy as fuck. Because you're working, you're not giving a fuck about relationships, you're not giving a fuck about emotional stuff. You already know what the guidelines of life is. Getting a job, sticking with the job, people will fucking make fun of you now because like if you're working at like say like fast food or convenience stores or stuff like that, and it's like oh, then all of a sudden you're like, well yeah, but I have a full time job. I'm always making money in that. I can make a lot of money in that because I don't spend a lot, so I always have something. So whenever I want to buy a gift for myself, like I bought my headset, personally myself, or I'm buying, peptides and that. This stuff costs. It costs quite a bit. Peptides I'm getting right now are like $260 for a whole month. I mean, yes, it's a monthly thing. It's just like, with certain things and that, okay, so I'm spending that kind of money in that for recovering that, because I am getting old. I'm not gonna lie about that. This year's all about maintaining myself better. And so I'm doing it. Guess what? That's why money exists. Currency exists to maintain yourself. And that's the biggest thing we don't completely grasp, especially nowadays. We don't. People go online and they see these kids that sit there, they get really famous super fast. And they start making millions of dollars before they even hit fucking like 19 or 20 years old. Think of it as no one just gets into something and instantly do it without any hard work. To me, most times it's because they're put into the position because of people that they know. A family member that's rich, people that know how to do stuff in that, so they bring their friends into that because their family has money in that, and their kids learn how to do stuff in that, and they bring in their friends into it. I mean, this is how it always works. A nobody becomes a somebody literally in like one fucking year. I know people said that happens. It doesn't happen. There's many things that people do. But when it comes down to certain things, especially like the information that we get, people are not craving actual information. They're craving stupid information. They're craving excitement and just simple stupid shit. Talk about celebrities, like like I talk about video games and that. I bring up the story of Resident Evil. Yeah, it's a good ass story. All the stuff that all these characters go through and that. Yeah, I really like Leon. I think Leon's probably one of the better characters of all Resident Evil. But these are fictional characters. These aren't real people. Could I sigh with Leon? Be like, oh yeah, I can see what Leon's going through in that. The thing is, they're still not real. It's like Superman or Batman. They're not real people. But we have to separate that. I know my real life from my video game life. I want to be me. I don't want to be the characters. When I was younger, I wanted to be a character. Like Goku and that, shooting Kamehamehas and shit. It's fun to imitate, but it's not real. It never was real. And this is sort of mindset. I would say, some people go through that. They just don't understand. What you do online and what you do in a video game is not real life. They can never separate it. They have a massively hard time separating both. And you could say why. And it's like, well, it's because the fantasy world's easier to maintain. Because getting currency is not hard. Because you're doing something that you like. Beating up people, doing quests and shit. So that makes it easier. In real life, you gotta go to work. Well, I don't want to leave at home. My fantasy world's my bedroom. As soon as I wake up, I get on the game and I'm playing. I'm talking to people and that. My world is fantasy. You get other people that talk about it. That's a good thing to get every now and again, but real world is real world. Back before video games even really existed, we had board games and that. Yeah, entertainment needs to be there. We're not going to be able to work 16 hours a day and then fall asleep. The whole point is time management. Our whole entire lives exist by time. So we have to manage our time while we're awake before we go to sleep. So you either could be really productive and move along in life and make life more better for you and say other people around you, or you can sit there and not do shit and just let everything else be done for you. You let the world go by like, I don't care. Well, you should care. Because you're part of the world too. So just to say, it's like if someone does something good in the world, people, some people might think it's unchecked. No, actually, it's not. It ripples. When I'm nice to people, I end up meeting more and more people that respect me. Because I tend to be nice. I tend to be truthful. I'm nice, but truthful, which means just because I'm nice sometimes, but when I speak the truth, it's definitely I'm not nice because people don't want to understand it. They don't want to get it. I always say, as I have an older man that had a lot of experience now, when I tell people about my job and that, I'm like, hey, stop fussing over really silly stuff because it's absolutely fucking pointless. Like, these people that come in here and get, say, our food and that for where I work at, they don't care about your problems. The people do not really care about other people's problems. They might care enough because they'll notice it because people deal with normally the same fucking problems. But they're not going to sit there and go out of their way to, like, treat you. Because treating a person, sometimes, especially if the person's fucking stupid, it could take fucking years. It ain't going to take a fucking day or even a whole, like, little period of talking. Like, you have a little deep conversation with them for fucking maybe 10, 20 minutes. Now, I'm not saying people cannot do that, but it takes time. Like I talked to a couple kids and that because I mentor some people and that we talk about their lives and we talk about certain things and I put my experience with them. I say you gotta get a job, you gotta keep yourself busy, you have to keep currency going, you have to keep yourself moving, you have to think of I want to produce more, not less. So you got to build your body up. You got to build your confidence up. You got to build your spirituality up. You got to build your discipline up. You got to learn how to control your emotions. You got to learn how to think more than emotionalizing. You got to be more logical, more critical thinking about things. Is it worth it to get mad? It's not. So then when I meet people that are, kind of like this and that, and they do want to listen, then I tell them, hey, I promise you, it all gets better if you stick with this. You're worrying about things like relationships. I know a lot of men, they're worried about getting with a woman. I say, you can't just worrying about how to get a woman means that you don't know how to get a woman. Men don't fucking chase. Number one. Women think this shit, but they're stupid because most women are emotionally dramatized. They already have a picture of a fancy man in their fucking head. And if a man meets partially those expectations, they're going to go for that man. It don't matter how rich he is. It don't even matter how well dressed he is. If that man has that face or has that body and they want it, they're going to go after it, which means bitches fucking chase. You have to just meet their expectations. And of course, every woman's different, but this is literally how it fucking works. You know, like women want to gossip about stuff. But I'm personally starting to learn that because say like a woman talks about a man means they're thinking about him. Okay, that's just plain and simple. The women I talk about to a certain extent, I think about them. Now, how do I think about them? It just all depends. Is it in an attractive way? It could be. I could say I'm not attracted to people, but it's the mindset. But it's coming from a man's perspective. And it's coming from my personal perspective, which is I'm a psychological researcher. I research emotions. I research spiritual development. I research mental development. I research body development. I love this stuff. I love researching how humans are and how we can grow and get stronger with say very very minimum of doing things. It's all about perspective. If you want to do something and you know that's right and you believe it in your heart, then do it. No, but know that you're gonna fail. Number one, everyone needs to know that you will fail at life at some point. Not everything's going to be picture perfect. Why? Because you make choices. Because you have emotions. You have things that doubt you. You have things that don't doubt you. I have people that doubt me all the time. And they say stupid shit. But they're doing the exactly same thing. And I catch them with it. And I said, it's like, you say I have an ego, but you literally are what an ego actually is. I admit that I do stuff wrong. I admit that I fuck up. And I do it. I say it right through their faces. Yeah, no, I fucked up. And they give me that look. But you have to realize that you fail. When failure comes up, people always sit there and they put their head in the sand. I say, you put your head in the sand that because you're weak-minded. You don't understand that failure is an option. You can fail at life a little bit. Failure just means that you're learning. You have to be able to fail to learn. People don't like that word failure. They think it's a concept that doesn't compute with them. They freak out about that. Well, people say I can't fail at things. So why? Like, do you know everything? Do you know all things? Because if you don't, then you're gonna fail at things. Knowledge is capable of failing with, because you have to learn from experience too. People read a bunch of books, they put all this shit into their heads, or they read stuff online, articles, or they listen to other people that they put all this stuff in their head. But do you actually experience the stuff that they're going through? Or do you actually experience what the fuck people are talking about? Most likely, probably not. Why? Because you choose not to. You think memorizing what people do is experiencing it, and it's not. Like, I can say, yeah, I know how pregnancy works. I can simulate the pain in my head. Exactly. I can think about all the things that a woman can go through, but I'll never know pregnancy because I'm not a fucking woman. Just like a woman doesn't know how much muscle pain it takes to build muscle. A woman's ever going to know unless they really fucking lift weights, which, I see someone doing that, but a woman's not going to know, getting in fist fights and getting and beating up fucking other men that are fucking just as strong as me, if not stronger than me. That's what I'm saying. Like, we all have perspectives. We can meet those perspectives by thinking about it, understanding it through thought, but to actually experiencing it through physical means, we're not going to be able to comprehend altogether how it works. But just the thought and how it feels should matter enough, right? It does. That means you're sympathetic towards that thought and feeling. I'm sympathetic towards women that would practice using that. But when I listen to Pacific people, they always want to say, oh, they always want to compare themselves to others. And I said, there's nothing to compare. Because if I look at myself, going through my perspective, who I am, I'm humble and understanding. You're not humble and you're not understanding. You're ignorant and stupid. I don't need to compare myself to others when I already know that I'm better than most people. Why care? I work harder than most people that I work with. They realize that. But sometimes they'll get upset. Because the other day in that, one of the manager guys in that, like I said before, I guess he's got a little thing for me, that whatever. But he said something. He's like you always work so good or whatever it is. I work good, and I'm like, yeah, you probably shouldn't be saying that stuff. He's like, why? Because people get jealous here, and it's not even just him. Other people say the same thing too. I said sometimes it's best just to keep comments to yourself. If you want to say something, that's understandable. But everything that someone else says, if it's about, say, coming from my perspective, me, other people are going to hear that and say, well, why aren't you complimenting me? You're only complimenting him. And it pisses other people off. And then it all directs towards me. They don't direct it towards the person that says it to a certain extent. They're directed towards the person that's doing it. And then they get fucking upset. Because they'll get jealous. And jealousy is just basically just saying, like, why am I not getting attention? Because you can't comprehend that if you worked hard, you would get more attention. That's what I'm trying to say. If you work hard, you get more attention. If you're more caring, you get more attention. If you're nicer than most people, you're gonna get more attention. People gravitate toward positive, spirit. People don't gravitate towards negative spirits. They really don't. They'll fight against it, but they don't like push themselves to want to be part of it. Like at work, and I give certain people hugs and that because I give them respect because they respect me. So I give them a form of love that I only give the people that full on actually respect me. As in they agree with what I'm trying to do, and they push my perspective forward because they believe my perspective is more truthful. And so I do that to ensure the love that I have for certain people that I give a little bit more to others because they show me respect. They don't fucking try to fight against me as much. They want to listen to my wisdom. They want to understand things and that because to put in perspective, essentially I'm right about some things. But other people fight against it and they get jealous. And so when I start seeing like these little dynamics of like people and that, I separate them in groups of people. I have groups of the naysayers, the people that are negative towards me. They can be not always negative, but they're not going to be completely positive towards me. They'll hinge towards it every now and again, but they're normally like sarcastic with it. So I kind of keep them in the like negative era part, and I keep the people that are respectful towards me. They want to talk to me about things. They want to understand what I know compared to what they know. Instead of just saying like, "Well, you're just wrong," and fight against it. Like you're fighting against wisdom is stupid. You shouldn't fight against wisdom. Wisdom's there for a reason. Even people that I don't completely agree with, if they live the lifestyle that I never lived, and they have wisdom that they can share, I'm gonna listen to it. Because then I can comprehend who they are. But if they're still in that negative spirit aspect, I don't always try to give them attention. I give the people that are positive more attention because it regulates with me better because I'm a more positive person. So, like one of the guys working at, I give him positive information. Me and him share a little bit of a bondage together, like a brother bondage and that, because he's a little bit younger than me. And then I give one of my managers, my GM, I give her love in that because she honestly respects me. She's talking to people that are saying, well, evidently stupid shit towards me and that. And like they don't understand that I'm not giving them attention. I ignore them. And they get frustrated. I say, because well, when you stop running your fucking mouth about me, then I'll give you affection. But you keep on doing this dramatized, fictional, bubble-headed type shit. You live in an echo chamber. You want to put belief over actual truth, and that's what the problem of it is. Believing in something is never a bad thing, but if you're believing in positivity and truth seeking, you're on the good start. But if you're believing in stupidity and negativity, then you're gonna never succeed in life. As you're not gonna want to have a purpose in your life. Your purpose is gonna lay dead. And then you're going to run around in life, keep on functionally complaining about everybody. And then when these type of things happen, it postpones your productivity. So you actually don't gain anything in life. Or it's very, very small approach. Like it takes time for you to learn. So I was saying the last year, I learned a great deal of knowledge and wisdom and spirituality and a huge amount of discipline in my life. I was very skeptical about women that I wasn't very I didn't think I was attractive looking that I still had this thing. This was when I was 35 years old. This mindset takes a long time to go away if you don't attack it right away. So there you go in here. I go my niece's birthday dinner. Spectacle. But anyway, I learned a lot about just being positive. It's like I don't accept negativity. The only reason why I learned that It's because of Jesus. The Word of God literally put that into perspective. He says, ignore temptation, which means negativity. To ignore negative factors on you. To control your flesh. To understand control of the flesh. It takes time to do it. Yes, it does. It's not an easy factor. It truly is not. It never matters what anybody says. It's never easy to control the flesh if you don't learn it early on in life. And that's what temptation is. Like temptation to smoke weed and that. Yeah, I never got into that stuff. I see people that do it, and I look at them, it's like, why do you do that shit? Because it makes you feel good. Like, well, how about being successful? How about getting a promotion at a job? How about having people look up to you instead of looking down at you? See, this is what people tend to do. People that get caught up in this whole drug thing that's happening in our country, since weed's illegal, more and more people are vaping and smoking weed. And the thing is, like, there's like the younger generation starting to understand this it's stupid. They're like, I'm getting unhealthy. I'm foggy memory. I'm not getting successful in life. Why would I want to do things if I can't be successful? They say, well, yeah, that's what it is. Why do you want to do things if you can't be successful? What the fuck are you wasting your life on? And you are. You're wasting your life. Succession comes with the price of hard work. You have to work hard at something, but enjoy it. Enjoy the hard work. Enjoy pushing life forward. Like I'm gonna enjoy when I get a promotion, and it's gonna fucking happen one of these days once I get everything set up. It's gonna be to the point where they're gonna have to give me something. They're gonna have to give me what I fucking want. You know, because I worked so well. I mean, it's gonna come down to it. And some people are kind of negative with it now. Like, why are you being negative? Like, well, it's because you're jealous because they do a better job than you. That's all it is. How about you just work like you're supposed to, and maybe people look at you the same way people, look at me. They're gonna brag about you being a hard worker. They're gonna brag about you getting shit done. You're emotionalizing too much. You're dramatizing too much. You're creating a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, I'll go. Okay, guys. Time to go. I'll see you guys when I do.